Hello everybody, this is Cheryl coming to you from Florida. Thank you for stopping by to all of my old, I think I've been on 4 months. Anyway, my faithful followers, welcome. And to all of you who may not already subscribed, if you could subscribe, that would really help me out a great deal. Leave me a comment so that I can get to know you better. Let me know what you'd like to see. More ephemera, more journaling, anything. Sky's the limit. I have so many ideas. I have 4 journals that are just inspirational journals. Today is about puzzle pieces, which you can see here are just puzzle pieces backed with tea stain paper. I printed this collage. This was actually one whole collage. All these pieces was one whole collage. And I believe I got this collage as a freebie from Periwinkle Design, Periwinkle Matilda Journals. She has a Facebook group, a YouTube channel, and also is, besides being a dear friend, she is also on YouTube as Periwinkle Matilda Journals. And I'm pretty sure that this is where this collage came from that I cut up so that I could make these puzzle pieces. I'm going to turn them over so that you can tell more that they are, in fact, puzzle pieces. And I used the whole collage. I had this piece left over, so I just used it as a tag because I don't waste anything. My reason for making these puzzle pieces today, or actually for the last couple of days, my daughter, Julie, works for an autism program, very well known around the world, the Howard Baird Center in Vermont. And she's the director there. She's been working with families and children, teachers, the government, State House. She's quite the fighter at 4'10" and about 100 pounds. God bless her. She's been working with children and families affected by autism in some form or another since she was a freshman in college. She did an internship there, and she's been there since. I also follow Melina Pylant, Crafty Me, Scrapper on YouTube, and Miss E on Scrapbooking with Me on YouTube. They also have a Facebook group, Scrapbooking with Me, and I belong to that. I follow Melina and her mom religiously, although I've not been feeling very well and it's affecting my eyes to watch too many videos. I've never watched TV, so that's not a problem. Reading is really a problem, and just thank you all for praying for me and continue your praying and good thoughts. I'd really appreciate it. So let's get back into the puzzles. The puzzle pieces are a representation of the puzzled part of autism. And what does that mean? Autism's puzzling. Nobody knows why, when, how, or where. And, you know, they've come up with several theories, but there's still no documented proof of any kind of any reason as to why a child would be born seemingly perfectly healthy and at any age. Now I know with my friend Sarah, her son at a young age, many of the children my daughter has worked with over the years, again, very young age. And the earlier that it is detected, from what I understand from my daughter Julie and from other friends who have children affected by autism, the earlier diagnosis, the better it is for the child. So April has always been Lighted Up Blue Month for autism, and it was Autism Awareness Day. Well, according to my latest research, it is no longer Autism Awareness, but instead Autism Acceptance Month. And so with my daughter being so involved, I've always sent something to her for her and her colleagues, teachers, families, whatever. You know, this year, she can just write a note on the back to whomever. She has 136 of these. This was not my idea. Although I've done many, many, many different types of things that are associated with autism. But the puzzle pieces themselves, my dear friend Julie over at Camellia Crafts the other day came up with how to create these large puzzle pieces without a template. Now, I've taken a different spin on it, but basically the same. She did a collage, and then she cut up the collage board, and then she decorated, and she used primarily different types and different color book pages. I don't want this to go on forever, so I'm going to try and speed myself up. So, anyway, her puzzle pieces look exactly like this, except they don't have this end right here. I added those because I just thought it looked more like a real puzzle. If I did add, you know, pieces that, you know, could actually connect in like that. And so anyway, I embellished them. I cut up this particular collage, which is already made for me. Thank you, Ellie, from Periwinkle Matilda. If that's where it came from, which I'm pretty sure it did. And this was the only piece left, and I didn't think it would look good as a puzzle piece. So I made a tag out of it and just highlighted it with some Nouveau drops. So anyway, that's the tag. And then here are my different puzzle pieces. And I cut it up so that, you know, I had my focal points already there. So they don't have to be any specific size. I didn't measure anything. Julie over at Camellia Design says that there is a die you can actually buy to make these large puzzle pieces. There's also large puzzle pieces you can get at Dollar Tree. I suggest you peel them apart. Otherwise, they're really thick. And when you add paper or even napkin to them, they are very heavy and don't work well in Happy Meal. These are fabulous, and I think that they would be great for any journal in a pocket. You know, just as, you know, a different type of journal card. That's all. And you could definitely, you know, before you embellish it, you could sew around it. I did not. I had to make 130 of these. So, yeah, these are what I have left. But they already have a home. So, anyway, those are them. I'm going to show you very quickly. I've already shown you once, except I had technical difficulties. I made this one. And it's very, very easy. And thankfully, I had cut out another piece. Oh, here it is. I had cut out 2 pieces for the video because I was going to make 2. And then realized I was having a problem with my camera. So, anyway, I made this, and we'll just put it over here, the rest of them. And so what I did was, for these, to show you all, is I just took some 6x6 paper, 8x6 or something, you know, paper pad. You've all seen them 1,000 times, and they're nothing new. So I just took one of my paper pads and I just cut it down. It wasn't a 6x6. Had it been a 6x6, I would have had a much bigger puzzle piece. But in any event, you know what I'm talking about. So I just pulled these you know, cut them. They're not even the same size. And I backed them with, excuse me, I backed them with the same thing out of my, I think it was 8x6 or something like that. These, because they're not square, as you can see. So I had to just do with what I had. So this one, I figured person could write on it. It's got little tiny roses on it. And then this is really pretty. I don't know if you can see that, but it's got a gold flower in. And I'll probably use that for the front. This one had little blue birds here. And I just collaged over it. And down on the back, the person can write. And I just put, be kind to yourself. So, and like I said, on this one, the person can write to itself. So, and regardless, that's the one I have cut. So that's the one we're going to use because I don't want this video going forever. I do want to give a shout out to my friend Sarah. And I just would like you to give Jeremy a hug for me. Thank you. To Melina and to Mimi and to Aaron. You are in my heart. I love hearing stories about Aaron. And if any of you don't already follow Melina at M Scrapbookers, M Scrapbooking, Me Crafty Scrapper on YouTube, I'll put the information below. If you don't already follow her, which I'm sure you do, she's almost at 15,000 subscribers. So if you're not, please go right to her channel right now, stop this, and subscribe, and then come back and subscribe to mine. Anyway, let's pull this blue paper away. And we will continue on. So the first thing I'm going to do is I want to show you, I already clipped this. So what I will do is I will cut this out and show you how that's done. I did it in my first video. This is just a piece of, it's not very heavyweight copy paper, but it'll work. So I didn't trace it or anything. I just cut with my cutter, but this is just to show you how. Why don't I just get my cutter? Hello. Oh my goodness, it's late. It's very late. It is like 4:15 in the morning, but I couldn't stop. I couldn't wait. So I'll have to take a nap. I want this to be, I don't know. Some of these are bigger than others. I wanted to cut it in a way that, you know, it was, so this is 3 inches wide by 3.5 inches long. So, that doesn't look right. I'm going to go 4. It really doesn't matter. I mean, it's totally up to you how big you want your puzzle pieces to be. And they don't have to be exact squares. They can be, you know, any size. So, as you can see, I've got these two sizes. Perfect. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is, besides knock everything over, I will put my glue bottles back. Okay, so here's our prototype. and here's your squares. So all you're going to do is take your punch, and I used a 1/4 inch punch, and I also used my bigger punch, which are right beside. Yes, no, did I already put them away? That was quick. I put everything away always because I can't come into a mess in the morning. Oh, here it is. So I used that one, and I used this one, I think, is a 1/4 inch. So what you're going to do is to make your puzzle piece. I don't think I used this one. I think I used one that was a little bit bigger. But I don't see it, so this must be the right one. Let's just check it out, just to make sure. I don't want to lead you astray. That's not it. I mean, we could use this, but it's not the right one. It's really small. Oh, found it. Okay, 1/4 inch, and this is 1.5 inches, because those are what I have. I mean, I have others, but that's what I have right now. Okay, so see how we punched here and here and here. So all you do is take your paper punch, and I'm going to use the big one. And on this one, I'm going to make one that is about halfway here. Okay, and you cut. Then I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to cut. Now this one, I'm not going to go right to where those little arrows are. I'm going to go up a little bit higher because it's smaller. So I'm going to go just before the circle and cut it. And then maybe do another one. Don't throw those ends away. You'll need them. And then I think I'll do one right. Actually, I think I'll do another large one. Right here. But not go in so deep. There you go. And that's what you have. There's your puzzle piece. Now the next thing you want to do is just, excuse me, round your corners so that it looks like a real puzzle piece. And I hope I mentioned Camellia Crafts over on YouTube. Julie, if you don't follow her already, I highly suggest that, oops, going the wrong way. I highly suggest that you go and you follow her. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. Julie, I'm so sorry for messing up. I'll leave her information below. She did a great job, and it's a different take. So there you go. Now, obviously, this would be backed because I'd want it nice and sturdy. I just wanted to show you how I cut this out to make it look like a puzzle piece. Okay, okay. So the next thing that we're going to do is put this in my trash. We don't need our punches anymore. You can do this with tea-dye paper and stamping. Make a collage board, cut it up. Take a collage from a kit. I know a lot of people are offering freebies in the kits that they sell, and it's a collage of the whole, you know, the entire thing that they worked with. And so this is how my collage was, and this was the extra piece that I didn't think would go well. Oops, this one's upside down. So we'll leave that right there as our prototype. And we will decorate this one. I have a couple of boxes. I actually keep all of my fussy cuts in my peanut box. My son got us some peanuts for Christmas or Thanksgiving or at some point. And my husband threw it away when it was empty. And I was like, what are you doing? It's wood. And this top came with it, and it has a lip. So I reinforce the corners, and I keep all my fussy cuts, all my sentiments. Yeah. I mean, I don't keep everything in here, but I pick from here. So, and I love to fussy cut. It's very relaxing, especially when I'm not feeling well. So that's that. But we're not going to dig into that because that will take forever and a day. So I'll use one of my homemade boxes. And if you're interested in these, I can definitely do a tutorial on how to make my little boxes where I keep my bits and pieces in that I want to, you know, pick from quickly, like now. So we are going to pick a focal point first. And that last focal point was so cute. Let's see if I can find another one. Pull out that. Maybe a butterfly. To get what we're going to do is just kind of collage it, make it look pretty, decorate it, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. There's a cute little envelope with a cute little postcard in it that you might be able to use. Really sorry. Just hang on with me real quick. Let's see if it's in here. No. I mean, I had an adorable little girl earlier when I was filming, and I found out I hadn't filmed actually at all. So all you want to do is find a focal point. And I know that focal point's here that I wanted to use. Well, let's see. Let's go with some flowers. Ta-da! My focal point. Now you just decide which way you want your puzzle to go. And remember, I told you, do not throw those away. Well, this is why. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of open up. I glued the two pieces of 6x6 together. Frame. I just could not sleep with this on my mind. I had to get this video up. So you can just peel it apart so that you can put that little place where you cut it out. You know, I did not round the corners on these yet, so I'll do that now. That's all you're doing is rounding your corners. I hope you're all going to have a fantastic day. I'm going to video again at some point today. I have so much going on in the world of paper crafting, and I love it. Except when I don't feel good, then I don't love it. Because I feel like such a disappointment, and I get all down on myself. Which I shouldn't do, but I do. So yeah, so that's all you're doing is rounding your edges. Come up and just go around, come in here, and just go around. And you can make it wide. I mean, you can make these pieces any size you want. So I'm going to put this side facing this way. And I'm going to try and slide this out. That's about as far as it's going to go because I didn't do it earlier. So we're just going to glue that in. And I'm going to use my, I'll go ahead and use my art glitter glue. I don't use it much for anything, but I will use it for this because it's fast drying. What did I do with that little circle? Here it is. Oh, wrong way. I just don't want it facing the same way. I want it to be different. So there's one, and see if I have another one around here somewhere. I probably already put them away in my little box, or I put on my circles. Let's see. I can always cut another one if I can't find another circle. White. Where in the world? Here's a spare piece. We'll cut it out of this. Yeah, save all your scraps. I save all of my circles, but I don't have any. I have some in my big box, but I'm not pulling it up. That's not going to work because it's white. Hold on. Oh my goodness, I don't want this to go forever. I'm trying to keep a limit of 30 minutes. I never do it. But you could always fast forward through these wonky parts. Here we go. We've got two. I'm just going to glue these together so that they're right on both sides. Otherwise, one would be white. And these were just scraps I had left over from when I cut this up. Believe it or not. No, that's not it. Different paper. So yeah, so you've got your two circles that, you know, sorry, that would have gone in there. So that's why I said when you punch it out, don't get rid of it. And I'm going to put this one I didn't want it there because it looks like wheels. I think I'll put it here and then cut off. Oh, wait a minute. Put it here. No, I'll have to put it here. Decisions. Oh, Lord. And I have to peel this back just a bit, just enough to kind of get it in there. And again, I'm going to use this side. My little faux pas. I guess you probably could have just done that as well, and nobody would be the wiser. which I think I'm going to do because I can't get this apart. People will just think that that's the way that piece goes. I mean, if you've already got your pieces together, why not? It does look better with it inside. It's easier probably too to, you know, if you're going to write on it. Yeah. So I'm going to glue this here. And I will place that. Oops. Right there. Yep. And like I said, Julie didn't do this part. This is just how I wanted it to make it look more like a puzzle. So I'm going to just round my corner to get that piece out of there. See how it, now it looks like a real puzzle. Here. I'm wondering if I should put a little notch there so it, I think it looks fine. So we'll do it this way. And we will find this little girl. Am I still in frame? Yes, I am. We're going to also, I need to find, oh, look at that, April. That's a perfect, this is out of an Edith Holden book. This is perfect for Autism Awareness. Oh, perfect. So we have April there. And like I said, I'm doing them for Autism Awareness, but how adorable for your journal in a pocket. Julie's a genius. Although she did say she saw it years ago from somebody else, she just couldn't remember who it was. So if any of you are watching me and you remember who it was, please let us know. Can't cut a straight line for beans. I'm actually going to cut this down so I don't have too much of April. So we've got April, and we've got this cute little girl with some baskets, and it looks like cherry blossoms. Oh my gosh, I love cherry blossoms. Well, this very little flower I don't like. And I love this number, so I'm going to use it. I really love numbers. I'm just going to... Ah, I told you I can't cut. Somebody told me leave your scissors so that they're not going all the way in, but it's still not working for me. Like, cut with the tip so you don't get it round or you don't get it curved. And then I'm going to cut across there. I suppose it doesn't matter why things have to be so perfect with me. I don't know. I'm just going to jazz it up a little bit here so we can see it. Well, not so we can see it, just because I think it looks good. There we go. And like I said, we're just decorating. I mean, I could put lace. You can do anything with these, obviously. Oh, I forgot about these. These are cute. There's a rose. And then I found this butterfly, but I don't know if it's too big. It's too big. It's a ticket. I think that's going to be too much. I think I'm going to put this over here. This here. A flower here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I need something. I need a 5. I work odd numbers. Imagine. Maybe. I don't know. Let's get this stuff glued down first. I forgot I had that. Let's see. Let me just tear some of this. And if you tear moving away from yourself, you don't have to ink it. I mean, you can, by all means, but you don't have to. And I don't do a lot of inking. As just because I just don't. I use chalks sometimes to get rid of white. But I have a drawer full of Tim Holtz or Recollections, whomever. I have every color. So, I mean, I do use some of it sometimes, but like I said, if you just tear away from you, no matter what direction you're going, you will not have to ink it because there won't be any white showing. And I just thought that that needed something to go here for this little girl here. I'm going to put here. Let's push this down a little bit over. That flower's too big. Okay, let's glue this down. And I'm using Fabri-Tac only because if I use that, I might, some of this is like this is just plain, ordinary, everyday, cheap copy paper, which is typically what I will copy on if I'm going to be using it as an embellishment. And this is sized down to, I think it's wallet size. And I printed, I don't even remember, like 10 of them or something. Probably more than that. I don't know. I've had them for a while. I believe this comes from Mrs. Coggs, Pink in the Garden. And she also has Yellow in the Garden if you're interested. And what other color does she have in the garden? I don't remember. But they're all awesome. They're beautiful. I've had them for years. So I'm pretty sure she still has them. And if you haven't taken one of her classes, I highly recommend them. They're fun. Okay, so we've got that piece down. Do that. Oh no. I have to push her over a little bit because we need to get April in. And we're going to have a word or a sentiment, so let's get her down. And I'm not going to go all the way to my edge because I need to get that April in as far as I can. Oops. It's really not a lot of glue on there. It's not really coming out very fast. There we go. Let me just glue this and slide it under, and then we'll tack it down. This came from an Edith Holden book. I've been finally, after collecting books for my whole life, I was, before I had my eyesight problem, I was such an avid reader. But thank the Lord for audiobooks. Yes. I have a huge prayer request for those of you that pray. I have some diagnostics coming up one in particular that I really need prayer for. So let me just trim off this little edge over here, and we'll find a sentiment. We've got, let's see, we've got imagine, too big. We've got dream. We've got shine. It's blue though. Embrace life is purple, but we could cut out the purple part. Let's see what else we have. Change. No. Oh, I might put this in the botanical, how-to botanical. I might do that. I like this. I'm going to use it. Just going to snip it off. I know it's not a word. I'm way going off the beaten path here. I just think it would add something cute to it. Yeah, that really brightens it up. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. And that will be our sentiment. And we'll be done. Now I do know where this came from because I just finished the journal in sepia and this. And it comes from Line Dot Arrow. Her spring writings kit. And I have a video of that on my channel of creating that. I think there's like 4 different episodes and a walkthrough. Okay, so you got this. Where are more of my words? I try so hard to stay tidy. Ooh, I just love these pieces. They always look so good. It's embossed paper. I don't throw anything away, because you can always use it. I know. I'm going to cut around the Embrace Life. I can't use the purple, so I'm just going to cut that right around and use the beige. Embrace Life. I love it. This comes from Angela Kerr Designs, her Etsy shop, and it is one of her sentiments kits. She's got many, so Embrace Life. I need to cut that down some. Oh my goodness. I felt so good the other day when Betty said she can't cut a straight line either. And then I was watching for Rach and Bella's collaboration. If you're not watching that, I highly suggest it. I've got almost a journal full of ideas, not counting all the ones I get from Melina and her mom. But this is for Embrace Life. And I think I will trim the corners on that as well, just because I can. makes it a little bit littler. Should go right here. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's even. But I really like that. I have to have that piece in there. Unless we make it part of this. And I do up here. No. I don't care. I don't have to follow the rule of odds. Correct? Correct. Because there are no rules. I don't push this down a lot, and this is on a very, very lightweight cardstock. If you're wondering how I emboss, I have a video on it. I think if not, I'll check and do a video on it. But that is how I get such a great piece of embossing paper without it cracking. So there it is so far. And now we just need to put Embrace Life someplace. I think I'm going to take this off because Embrace Life really needs to go on there. And my number. So let me just get a bit of glue on this, even though it's still tacky. And I can make up a pocket for this to go into very easily, but I'm not going to do it now because I'm sure you've all seen enough. You all know how to decorate things. And I am so picky. Got a little bit of glue on that. If you do ever get glue, a good tip is to take your pencil, or I have a wider eraser, white eraser right here by Prismacolor. I got it with my colored pencils, but you can get them on Amazon. But if you get glue anywhere, you know, glue seepage, and you don't want it there, all you have to do is take your white, make sure it's white. You can't use an orange eraser. It will just make it dirty. But I had felt some ink there, and I didn't like that. It seeped out here as well. Yeah, it takes the glue off like sandpaper. It's amazing. There we go. Now, another thing that you can do that I thought of a while ago, but we're not going to do it because I don't know where it is. Sorry about that. Doesn't matter. There's our tag for today. Cute. Very cute. We should put something on the back. Maybe a pair to cover that up. So it looks like it's underneath, you know? But that won't work. So we'll imagine, nope. See how fussy I am? It's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Why am I so fussy? Well, you don't have to put anything. Because I can't put anything that's wide enough. A little tag. Nah, I'm just going to leave it. I do want a sentiment there, though. And I'm going to put Imagine. That I put on the front. Embrace Life. Yeah, I'll put Imagine on the back. I want the person to have enough room to write. I guess I'll just put it in the middle. You could even put a little pocket here, or you could, you know, put tea stain paper or, you know, what have you. And I'm going to show you something that I've decided that I'm going to do as I was starting to glue. I just thought that it would be kind of fun. But imagine there. And then we could stick and shine. Put this tag in, and maybe this one, and those could be for your recipient to put in this journal or another journal, or make journal jewelry from. Oh my goodness, I can hear my voice going. There we go. I'm just going to put shine out here so you can see it. There. There's our back, and I made a little pocket out of this piece here. And that's the front. And I think that's all I have to tell you for today. So, thank you for stopping by. I have it posted on Melina's site, Scrapbooking with Me. I'll put it on my Etsy. Not Etsy, I don't have an Etsy. But again, you could take a quick run over to Camellia Crafts. Julie should love for you to come and visit and get some of her great ideas. Go all the way back. That's what I did. Oh my goodness. I go all the way back on everybody. I get so many great ideas. Long forgotten. I'm just trying to find my other ones, my other puzzle pieces that I made for y'all so that you can see them. There we go. And there's one there. Kind of made a mess, didn't I? These are kind of fun because they're for April, but also for Easter. That one's even Eastery. So let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a tag, which we can put right here. So thank you again for coming by. I hope all of that made sense to you. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you soon. Be well, be safe, and God bless. Let's see if I can get you down here more. Here we go. There they are. Bye-bye now.